from different walks of life, but all have one thing in common. They want their country back. Parents who want to take back control of their children's education. Veterans tired of being kicked to the curb. They believe in protecting the sanctity of life, securing our borders, standing for the flag, kneeling for God above, and an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. Hillary made fun of them.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
Biden called them a threat.
The MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And DeSantis degradingly called them listless vessels. No, they aren't, Ron. They're great Americans who know there's one person who will always have their backs.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
And Donald J. Trump couldn't be more wrong. All these people are MAGA terrorists, obviously. Joe Biden was 100% right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing fine. So, I'm trying to take a page out of the Democrats' playbook, and you don't even care about the tragedy. You just give a shit about all the things surrounding it and your policy agenda going forward. So, obviously, all MAGA are terrorists and deserve to be disarmed and probably given the electric chair. See if this video gets views because it's up in the YouTube algorithm. Anyways. So, this is going to be a relatively short stream, probably 10-15 minutes because I could take a bitch shit. But I couldn't take it anymore. This is just disgusting. So, trending on Twitter is following American Taliban. And you would think, would that be all the people that we let in through the southern border illegally? And they're no, it couldn't be. It has to be all these MAGA patriots. So those are the same things. Damn. You're on the wrong side of history, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Card, an American Taliban MAGA terrorist, loves his AR-15. He loves Joe Rogan, hates trans people, and follows Dinesh D'Souza. Well, that's all I need to know. That is domestic terrorism if I've ever seen it. That is absolutely domestic terrorism, and there's nothing else but MAGA terrorists on this planet. That's it. That's all the causes of the world's problems. Nothing else. Oh wait, it's not? Shit. I should stop watching CNN. but no, it's disgusting. I mean, to vilify a whole group of people because one asshole did something. I mean, if we were going to do that, then we should point out, Black Lives Matter and the Summer of Love and all those peaceful protests and, the peaceful burning down of businesses and harming families. Yep. So here is a couple of things that brought me to this. Here's your who did Elon ban? I don't know who Elon banned. Did Elon ban somebody? Oh, I know. So this is our lovely vice president, I guess, talking about how wonderful it would be to ban all guns.
Once again, routine gatherings, this time at a bowling alley and a restaurant, have been turned into scenes of horrific carnage. Doug and I mourn for those who were killed. We pray for those who were injured and grieve with so many whose lives are forever changed and impacted by what happened. The Biden-Harris administration will continue to provide full support to local authorities. And as we gather details, we must continue to speak truth about the moment we are in. In our country today, the leading cause of death of American children is gun violence.
Not true.
Gun violence has terrorized and traumatized so many of our communities in this country. And let us be clear, it does not have to be this way, as our friends in Australia have demonstrated. And with that then,
Mr. Australian leader, do you know that you're used as a prop for a government operation so that they could hold you up and say, we need to ban guns because Australia did it? Hope you know that. Hope you know that. Here's another one of our lovely politicians. Our entire press conference today.
Listen. And importantly, we continue to urge all residents to heed the warnings and guidance of the local officials, and federal law enforcement are on the ground to assist with the response. During the state dinner last night, the president was informed and stepped out to receive an initial briefing of the shooting. Later, he stepped out to speak with Maine Governor Janet Mills, as well as Senators Collins and King, and Congressman Jared Golden. He pledged full federal support in the wake of this horrific tragedy. This morning, the president received another briefing on the shooting from senior advisors, and he ordered that the U.S. flag be flown half-staff at the White House and upon all public buildings and grounds out of respect for all the victims as well. So I want to echo the president's sentiments on this tragedy and the epidemic of gun violence in general. This is not normal. We cannot accept this. There have been literally hundreds of mass shootings in the last year alone, leaving empty seats at dinner tables across the country and leaving those who survive these heinous acts both physically and mentally scarred. And while we have made progress since the president signed the bipartisan Safer Communities Act into law, much more must be done. And the president has been clear that executive action alone is just not enough. As the vice president who oversees the newly established Office of Gun Violence and Prevention, stated during today's state luncheon, I know many of you watched very closely as well, and she said, it doesn't have to be this way. As our friends in Australia have demonstrated, again, it does not have to be this way. It's within Congress's power to pass legislation that will make our streets safer, that will make our communities safer, that will make our schools safer. The House has a new speaker who he said he's ready to get to work and to find common ground. Now is the time. Now is the time to find common ground. Let's work together to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Let's work together to enact universal background checks, require safe storage of guns, and keep guns out of the hands of criminals and dangerous individuals who have no business being armed with a weapon of war. The president will continue to do everything in his power to protect the American people, to protect our communities, to protect our children. And we urge congressional Republicans to come to the table if there truly is common ground at this time. With that, as you all know, I am joined today in the briefing room by the director.
Yep. So that's your entire government. The Biden administration released one. They're all in on this. This was nothing more than a gun ban tactic. I mean, it's been 18 hours, and we're already, oh, we need to ban guns. This is one too many. They're going to, or they're going to try. They're going to try. They're absolutely going to try. I think this is the time where they bring it and try this gun ban again. You realize that it's an area that was struck that is in Maine, one of the safest states in the country, and it was totally intended to cause fear and panic. And as part of a coordinated effort for them to try to obtain guns from everyday American citizens, and good fucking luck. I'm not giving up mine anytime soon, but they're going to try. They're going to make an attempt. And that's when you know that the government in general, because you'll get Republicans to go along with this. And they'll jump on board. They don't care about you. They care about their political narrative and advancing what they want. They don't care about the 22 people that lost their lives last night. They care about the opportunity to advance a narrative. Don't trust your fucking government. Don't trust these people that are trying to take your rights away. Because once we give up one, the rest of them are gone. We don't have an option. We're in a rough place. It's going to get messy. We have to stay strong to our values, even though we're presently be called the American Taliban or terrorists, or they make it feel like we were the ones that went up and shot those people in Maine. Disgusting. Yep. It's a sad day. So like I said, this one's going to be really short. I wanted to keep it around 15 minutes, but that sums it all up. Sums it all up. And as far as the shooting's concerned, he's still at large. And we'll give a quick update on that too, because we actually give a shit about people and not advancing our political narrative. Tragedy unfolds after 18 killed and 13 others injured in a shooting rampage at multiple locations. That number is way down from the 22 dead and 60 to 80 injured that we were hearing last night. Curious. So here's what we know so far. Last night, tragedy unfolded in Lewiston, Maine, after Robert Card, a 40-year-old Army sergeant, 40-year-old former Army sergeant, went on a shooting rampage spree, claimed the life of 18 and injured 13 others, according to Maine Governor Janet Mills. First shooting occurred in the in-time recreational bowling alley at 6:56 p.m. during the Children's League event, where 6 males and 1 female lost their lives. The second shooting took place at Smegby's Bar and Grill at 7:08 p.m., resulting in 8 males dead on the scene, with 3 other victims died to their injuries after being transported to the hospital. Robert Card has a history of mental health issues, previously reported hearing voices and making threats related to a National Guard facility in Saco, Maine. In response to this tragedy, multiple law enforcement and other government agencies are actively in a manhunt prompting lockdowns in Lewiston, Lisbon, Bowden, Lewiston, Auburn, and other communities. Residents in these areas are urged to shelter in place due to the armed and extremely dangerous suspect who remains at large and still on the loose. I think it's fair to say that he's probably gone. at this point. I don't know that you're going to find him. It's been too long. It's too vast, too wide open. If he's as heavily trained as they say he is gone. So, in my opinion. As far as air traffic, military air traffic, we have a U.S. military Sikorsky Black Hawk up over. So we're. Oh, shoot. Why did it move? Nope. Sorry. Wrong one. There's the Black Hawk that's up over. This was flying up here earlier. Now it's back down here. So I don't know if it went to refuel or what, but sorry, my map moved. As far as that, there's no other military aircraft up. And then if we look at regular air traffic, there's not a whole lot up here. We have a couple Department of Marine Resources. Probably not for them. Cessna. It's running routes out here. I don't know if they thought he might have got on a boat. Inland Fisheries and Wildlife. I would imagine they have just about any resources they can looking for it now. But some of these could be private planes too. Who knows? But there's not a whole lot up. So I think that, so this is Lewiston. I always thought he was going to go up this riverway. And up in this area. And there's been some reports that some things have been going on the south side of this lake here. So that seems to be because once you get out here, there's nothing. So that's kind of my thought. He made it up there last night and booked it. So yeah. Look at what I just sent you on Twitter or hang on. The people ask and you shall receive Robert Card Twitter history, even though Elon bleached it. So it's Twitter, Elon Musk, and Wokeness, Hodge Twins, Cattered. Yeah, there's a lot of conservatives there. A lot of Musk. So apparently they released some of his Twitter account addresses that he's researched recently. So let's see. Robert Card likes and profile. So I'll do a little bit more looking into that too, for sure. But for now, I just wanted to bring up all the gun control bullshit that we knew was coming, but they wasted no time this time around. About 18 hours, and it started before that, so maybe 16. But all right, y'all, I gotta get back to work. You guys have a great day. I will catch you tonight for news roundup. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.